Every day, your brain is either becoming stronger or gradually declining. The alarming part is that most people unknowingly weaken their focus, memory, emotional intelligence, and self-discipline over time. In this video, we'll explore 7 simple yet highly effective habits, supported by neuroscience and brain training principles, that can boost focus, strengthen the mind, enhance mental clarity, and promote long-term cognitive growth. These aren't complicated self-help hacks. They're practical habits that help repair the effects of modern distractions, improve emotional regulation, strengthen discipline, and build a mindset geared toward success and personal growth. Many people believe intelligence is something you're born with. You either have it or you don't. However, neuroscience tells a completely different story. Your brain continuously reshapes itself according to the actions you repeat most often. Every habit reinforces certain neural connections while weakening others, meaning your daily routine is actively molding your brain. If your days revolve around endless scrolling, short attention span content, poor sleep, stress, and a lack of discipline, your brain adapts to distraction. On the other hand, if your life includes focus, learning, emotional balance, physical activity, deep thought, and intentional routines, your brain adapts to strength. That's why some individuals become mentally sharper while others constantly feel mentally drained, even at a young age. So let's look at the habits that genuinely improve and sharpen your brain. Habit 1. Strengthen your focus the same way you would train a muscle. One major reason people feel mentally weaker today is that their attention span is steadily deteriorating. Most people struggle to stay focused on a single task for more than a few minutes before checking notifications, opening another tab, or reaching for their phone. And this is more important than many realize. Focus isn't only about productivity. Focus is closely linked to brain growth, memory retention, emotional regulation, learning ability, and sound decision-making. Every time your attention shifts from one thing to another, your brain pays a mental switching cost. Neuroscience studies show that frequent task switching lowers mental efficiency and increases cognitive exhaustion. That's why many people feel mentally drained even after accomplishing very little. Their brains rarely get enough uninterrupted time for deep thinking. The first habit for sharpening your brain is straightforward. Practice focused attention every day without interruptions. You don't need 5 hours. Start with just 20 minutes. Choose one task and eliminate distractions. No phone, no multitasking, no message checking, and no lyric-based music. Just complete focus on one activity. Initially, your mind will resist. You'll feel restless and suddenly think of countless things you want to check. That's completely normal. Your brain has become accustomed to constant stimulation. But when you consistently engage in focused work, your concentration improves just like muscles grow stronger through training. Over time, you'll notice significant changes. Your thinking becomes clearer, learning becomes easier, memory improves, and you feel calmer. Your discipline also grows because a distracted brain becomes weaker, while a focused brain becomes more powerful. Habit 2. Prioritize sleep as if your brain depends on it. Because the truth is, it absolutely does. Many people try to improve their focus, motivation, and mental clarity while getting only 5 hours of sleep each night. That's like charging your phone with a damaged cable and wondering why the battery drains so quickly. Sleep isn't merely rest for the brain. Sleep is essential maintenance for your brain. During sleep, your brain removes waste, organizes memories, regulates emotions, repairs neural connections, and restores cognitive performance. Poor sleep negatively impacts nearly everything: focus, memory, emotional intelligence, decision-making, discipline, and motivation. That's why sleep deprivation often makes people emotionally reactive and mentally unfocused. It even reduces willpower. Neuroscience studies reveal that sleep deprivation reduces activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for self-control and logical thinking. That's why tired individuals are more likely to make impulsive choices. If you truly want to sharpen your mind, focus on improving your sleep quality before searching for complicated brain-enhancing techniques. Often, the simplest habits are the most effective. Go to bed at the same time each night. Limit screen exposure before sleeping and avoid highly stimulating activities late in the evening. And stop treating sleep deprivation as a badge of hard work. An exhausted brain can never develop into a powerful mind. Habit 3. Read material that pushes your mind beyond its comfort zone. Most of the content people consume today is designed for entertainment rather than mental growth. Short videos, rapid edits, endless scrolling, and quick dopamine hits train your brain to adapt to shallow stimulation. When your input lacks depth, your thinking often becomes shallow as well. Reading is one of the most effective activities for brain development because it requires active mental engagement with information. It strengthens memory, concentration, understanding, creativity, and analytical thinking skills. The key is to read content that is slightly challenging, not impossible books or highly academic material, but content that encourages deeper thinking. This could include topics like psychology, human behavior, communication, neuroscience, biographies, personal development, business, or philosophy. Even reading just 10 pages every day can gradually transform the way you think. And don't simply absorb information. Take time to reflect on it. Ask yourself questions such as, what is the core message here? How can I apply this to my life? And do I actually agree with this? That habit strengthens critical thinking. A truly sharp mind isn't packed with random facts. It's capable of processing and understanding information effectively. Habit 4. Exercise for mental performance, not just physical appearance. Many people view exercise solely as a way to improve fitness, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools for brain development. Physical movement directly influences brain chemistry. Exercise boosts blood circulation to the brain and helps release chemicals associated with learning, memory, and mental sharpness. That's one reason people often feel mentally clearer after a walk or workout session. Exercise also lowers stress-related hormones. This matters because long-term stress gradually damages focus, memory, and emotional regulation. You don't need intense workouts or a fitness influencer lifestyle. Consistent movement is enough to make a difference. Walking, weight training, running, cycling, sports, yoga, any activity that keeps your body moving regularly can help. Even 20 to 30 minutes a day can enhance mood, concentration, and cognitive ability. There's another important benefit as well. Exercise develops self-discipline. Every time you choose movement over laziness, you strengthen your ability to take action without relying on motivation. That skill impacts every aspect of life. Success is often driven less by intelligence alone and more by consistent, disciplined effort, and exercise helps build exactly that. Habit 5. Shield your brain from constant dopamine overload. Modern life is engineered to capture your attention. Apps compete for your focus. Videos become faster and shorter, and notifications never seem to stop. Eventually, everyday life starts feeling dull. This is one of the biggest reasons people struggle with motivation and concentration today. Their brains have become overstimulated. When your brain is constantly flooded with dopamine from endless entertainment, normal productive activities begin to feel difficult. Reading feels too slow. Studying feels frustrating. Working feels boring. Not because your brain is damaged, but because it has adapted to instant gratification. That's why reducing unnecessary dopamine overload is one of the most effective ways to restore and strengthen your brain. You don't have to take extreme measures or get rid of your phone completely, but you do need clear limits and boundaries. Stop filling every spare moment with stimulation. Give yourself opportunities to experience silence and stillness without constant entertainment. Take a walk without scrolling through your phone. Eat your meals without watching videos. Work without repeatedly jumping between tabs. Your brain needs time to recover from continuous overstimulation. When you cut back on excessive dopamine stimulation, something remarkable happens. Your focus improves, your motivation becomes more consistent, and your mind feels calmer. Everyday activities start becoming enjoyable again. This is one of the most overlooked yet effective methods of brain development in today's world. Habit 6. Develop emotional control. A sharp mind isn't only intelligent, it is emotionally balanced. Many people lose opportunities not because they lack knowledge, but because they struggle to manage their emotions effectively. They are controlled by anger, stress, fear, and impulses. Emotional intelligence plays a major role in success because life constantly challenges how you respond to situations. Neuroscience shows that strong emotional regulation improves decision-making and minimizes mental clutter. So how can you strengthen emotional control? The first step is to stop reacting immediately to everything around you. Most emotional mistakes occur through automatic reactions. Someone says something upsetting and you instantly lose your temper. A stressful event occurs and you immediately panic. Instead, create a brief pause. Even a few seconds can alter brain activity. That small pause allows your rational mind to catch up with your emotional response. Secondly, learn to observe your emotions rather than identify with them. Instead of saying, "I am angry," try saying, "I notice that I'm feeling anger." That subtle shift creates mental distance. Rather than being controlled by your emotions, you begin observing them more objectively. Third, improve your physical condition. Lack of sleep, excessive stress, overstimulation, and inactivity make emotional regulation much more difficult. That's why all these habits are interconnected. A strong mind is built through systems and routines, not isolated techniques. Habit 7. Value consistency more than motivation. This may be the most important lesson in the entire video. Stop depending solely on motivation because motivation is temporary. Some days you'll feel highly motivated, and other days you won't. If your habits rely entirely on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent, and inconsistency weakens brain development. Your brain evolves through repetition. That's how neural pathways become stronger. Small actions repeated consistently matter far more than occasional bursts of effort. Reading 10 pages every day is more effective than reading 100 pages only once a month. Exercising for 20 minutes daily is more beneficial than doing one extreme workout and then remaining inactive for 2 weeks. Consistent, focused work is far more powerful than random moments of productivity. Consistency shapes your identity. Eventually, your brain begins to view these behaviors as normal rather than forced, making discipline much easier. People who possess a winning mindset are rarely superhuman. They simply train themselves to show up and take action repeatedly. Over time, those repeated actions completely transform their mindset, confidence, focus, and overall quality of life. That's what genuine self-improvement looks like. It doesn't come from motivational quotes or short-lived excitement. It comes from daily habits practiced long enough to reshape the brain itself. Your brain is constantly adapting. The real question is, what is it adapting to? Distraction or focus, impulses or discipline, overstimulation or clarity, weak habits or strong ones? You don't need exceptional genetics to improve your brain. You simply need better daily habits and routines. Focus deeply, get quality sleep, read challenging material, exercise regularly. Reduce dopamine overload, build emotional intelligence, and stay consistent even when motivation fades. If you follow these habits long enough, you won't just experience improved focus, you'll experience a complete transformation in your life. Your decisions become wiser, your discipline grows stronger, your confidence increases, and your ability to achieve success improves significantly. That's because when you train your brain effectively, every other area of life becomes easier to manage. If you found this video valuable and want more practical content on self-discipline, brain training, mindset development, focus, motivation, and personal growth, subscribe to the channel. And if this video helped you see your habits from a new perspective, leave a like so that more people can benefit from it as well.